Hi, this is Steve Davis with Real Wealth Academy, and this is the GetRealWealth.com podcast. And I'm here today with a special guest, Elissa Stone, who is an accomplished rehabber, flipper, and you prefer calling it Redevelopment. I love it. So welcome, Elissa.
Thank you.
What I'd like for you to do today is just go through the numbers so that people know what to expect.
Sure.
When they're flipping a house. And the thing I like about your numbers is you include the holding costs, you include everything,
right,
so that people get a true number at the end. So let's first talk about, how did you locate this deal?
This was actually the first deal that I've ever done from a wholesaler. And so I was here to kind of get my hands around that and go through the numbers, because as we've all heard, sometimes with wholesalers, you have excellent deals, sometimes you have average deals, and sometimes, there's not enough spread. So this one was through a wholesaler.
So was this an auction style wholesale, or did you have the first option on it?
It was auction style. They were showing the home for about an hour. There was just a swarm of investors that came to look at it. And I knew my numbers before I walked in the door. And within 15 minutes of being there, I put an offer and walked it up.
Man, that is sweet. Okay, so let's go through the numbers and keep us on a timeline as well, as far as how long it took, please.
Sure. Interesting situation, because the initial offer that I made was based on 3,749 square feet. So initial offer was right over $196,000. I always do my due diligence, and in doing that, we went through the appraisal process, and it came back that we were missing about 512 square feet.
Wow.
That's a big deal. That's going to make or break a deal on the back end. So with my background and numbers being so important, I renegotiated, and I kept my price per square foot the same, which was at $52.28. But I said, hey guys, we're missing 500 square feet here. We're going to go ahead and bring that down to $169,000. At first they weren't really wanting to be in that position and make those adjustments, because it's all about the bottom line and dollar for them. But I said, this is my offer, and if we are not going to reach a decision by the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and rescind it, and we need to move on down the way. We ended up closing, and it was at the 169 versus the 196 based on the appraisal.
Wow. Stick to your guns. That's so principally centered. It's like deal, win-win or no deal.
Right.
So perfect. Okay, please continue.
So when I walked the property, again, it was about 15 minutes. My estimated budget was right at $115,000, and that did include, a contingency that was very important to me. And when we finished the deal and finalized it, the actual numbers with holding costs, utilities, staging, listing pictures, all of the above, was right at $118,000. The unique situation is the initial ARV after repair value appraisal came in at $300,000 to $315,000, and what we ended up listing the price, or the list price for the home, was $369,000. So quite a bit of a difference, and I was taking a little bit of a gamble, but I felt very confident in forcing the appreciation, and we actually closed above ask price at $370,000. So that was $70,000 over the low end of the appraisal for the after repair value. That was an amazing story right there.
That is amazing. To force appreciation takes a lot of courage, because so many people are so worried about their numbers of, well, if it stays on the market an extra 30 days or whatever, because I overpriced it. But you took the gamble. Sure. It could have taken you a little longer. How long did it take you to sell?
We were under contract in 11 days, and this
Nice.
was during the height of COVID. And, the unique opportunity in all of this is, banks were cutting funding. I went through 2 different appraisals for the buyers for this home. I got involved with the actual lender because anything I could do on my side to push the deal and get it across the finish line, that's what I was going to do. And back to the forced appreciation, in this particular neighborhood, who I was very, very familiar with, average price per square foot was about $100. We ended up closing at $114, again, forcing the appreciation by $14. And I have another home under contract that's set to close February 15th that's going to be closing, if nothing changes, which we're out of option. We've already gone through all the negotiations. That's going to be at $133 price per square foot. So we're forcing appreciation by almost $33 in this particular neighborhood within a year time frame.
Now, those of you that are listening, be careful. Don't expect this to happen every time, but you do need to keep an open mind in case you can do this. And as your experience grows and your confidence grows, you'll be able to do things like Elissa has done. So when you finish the deal and you're walking away with your check, how much was it?
Well, I did take some cash to closing. Walking away, the CD was, a little under 120,000, but the return on investment was over 28%, and so a little over 80 grand.
80 grand wow, sweet deal. So tell us a little bit about your goals. Since we went through that so quickly, what are your goals? And because I think, and we're seeing this a lot with the apartment queen coming to town, we're trying to get more women involved. I want the females and the males watching this to see what it's like to have a set of goals and really go after it like you have. So what's your goal for the next 12 months?
I will be doing my first multifamily syndication within the next 12 months. Hands down, no questions asked, it will be happening.
Do you have a number of units you're interested in?
Under 100. That's definitely going to be the first deal that I do. For the last 3 years in being on the single family redevelopment side, it's all about private money lenders and finding those people who are going to come in on the deals with you. And so that's been the plan the entire time for the first couple of years. Establish your experience, put numbers on paper about the relationships, and whenever I'm ready to jump ship and take that plunge, I already have my equity partners lined up.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Thank you.
All right. Well, congratulations on your success, and thank you for sharing the story with our viewers. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks so much for having me.